Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today at School 28, Matthew Jago School in Sewaren, with teachers and student council advisors, Kerry Tagliarini and Chris Ruskowski. They're not named Smith and Jones, which is unfortunate. You know how long I had to memorize those names? And we're also with a bunch of 4th grade students and a bunch of 5th grade students, and of course, Peter Barcelona, our food drive chairman. So, why don't you guys all tell me your names? Start with my far right. Say your name.
My name is Adam, and I'm in 4th grade.
Okay.
My name is Mia, and I'm in 4th grade.
My name is Genesis, and I'm in 5th grade.
My name is Samantha, and I'm in 5th grade.
My name is John, and I'm the mayor, and I'm really old.
My name is Lily, and I'm in 4th grade.
My name is Parker. I'm in 5th grade.
My name is Leanne, and I am in 5th grade.
Okay, so who is going to tell me now how this whole food drive worked? What did you want to start? You start and then give it to Maya.
So we sent out flyers, to the whole school.
Okay.
And when they got the flyers, they could have sent,
And the kids bring the food
cans
in?
of soup and
This is like the central spot?
Yeah.
Okay, some schools have like a box in each classroom, but you guys have one big spot for everybody.
Yeah, this is it.
It's it's probably very convenient here. Anything you want to add to that?
We also sent out flyers to the whole school to get everyone to do it, and I also made my brother bring in food, so that's why he brought it.
Oh, very good.
I made my brother do it.
How old's your brother? What grade?
He's 3rd, I think so. No,
You
8.
think your brother's...
8.
Oh, well. So, I asked you this before, but do you put the pressure on the kindergarten kids if they come in with no food? Do you say, hey, look, next day you better have food or else?
No.
Why not?
Because they're tiny.
Because they're tiny? You were tiny once, now you're getting taller?
That would not be necessary.
That would not be necessary. All right. Who wants to tell me, somebody who didn't talk yet, somebody tell me why it's important that you're doing this? How about you? Why is it important?
To donate to people that don't have food and to the soup kitchens.
Right, the soup kitchens, very good. Anybody else want to add to that? Go ahead.
We give the food to homeless people and people that don't have that much food, so they have food to eat and they can live.
Okay, great. You think, I'm guessing that you kids have never gone to bed hungry, and I bet you've never come to school hungry, but if you did, would you be able to pay attention in class?
No.
Why? What would you be thinking of?
Food.
Food, right? You'd be thinking of where you're going to eat for the day and where you're going to have lunch. You already didn't have breakfast. You'd be thinking about who's going to give you lunch, right? And it's important. You have a lot of food in you because you can concentrate on your schools. And how about you? Want to add anything else? Young man, you want to add anything? How about you? No, that's it? All right, how have we asked your student council advisors here, Kerry and Chris? You want to say anything?
I just want to say thank you to all the families of Matthew Jago for all their donations. I think we had a great turnout and
A lot of food here.
And the kids did a great job of every day just daily bringing up their food from their classes, and we had a great turnout. Anything?
Yeah. No, I just want to say thank you.
All right, very good. Now, why don't you pass that right behind you? This is Peter Barcelona. I'll speak loud because it's far away. He's in charge of the food. Now that you've collected it, he's in charge of it. He gets it to a spot where it gets distributed to all the food pantries and soup kitchens. Go ahead, Peter.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Patton, advisors, students here at Matthew Jago School 28. As the mayor says, I mean, the need is great. Our pantries currently, post-pandemic, we're serving over 1,400 families per month, which was up from 600 families from almost 2 years ago. So the need is great, and the schools, almost all our schools are participating this year and have our drive. We've collected probably well over, I don't know what this included, maybe 15,000 pounds of food, over $40,000. The money is used. We divide the money up evenly amongst our food pantries. They use it for perishables, dairy, meats, special needs that someone might have. We use gift cards and allows us the ability to help those that are in those particular needs. So on behalf of those we serve at the food pantries, the 11 food pantries in town, we thank you all.
Thank you. And you mentioned Principal Patton. I was saving him for the end. Principal, you want to say anything? This is Principal Robert Patton from Matthew Jago School 28.
Well, we really appreciate the opportunity to participate in this drive. We try to teach our students to be contributors to their community, and this is a perfect way to contribute to their community. We'd like to thank the mayor for all he's done for us and for the community, and we hope to continue participating in activities such as this.
Great. Great, and I haven't been here in a while because, of course, a lot of schools didn't allow visitors because of the pandemic. But guess what? In 7 days, what happens?
No mask.
No mask, right? How cool is that going to be?
Great.
Next Monday. Yay! You think we should have like a mask burning ceremony?
Yeah.
Yeah. A big pile outside on the field. Yeah. And burn them all.
Yeah.
No, we can't do that. I'm only kidding, Maya. You know that. You knew I was kidding.
Wear them on the bus.
Oh, you still have to wear them on the bus?
Take the bus.
Oh, because that's federal, not.
I did not know that yet.
You still have to wear. Oh, man. I don't have to wear mine in my car. What were you saying, Maya?
I did not know that we have to wear them in buses.
I didn't either. Oh, well. Yes?
I don't like taking off or anything. I don't really like showing my face that much.
You don't like showing your face that much? That's weird. Why not?
Because I'm probably too shy most of the time.
Oh, come on. You're talking now on national TV. You can't be that shy. You're willing to talk in front of complete strangers on a television station, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, anyway, I want to thank you guys. This is terrific. You did a great job, and you should feel good about yourselves because you helped kids just like yourselves that are not as fortunate as you are, and that's important. And don't ever stop doing that. You're 11 years old now or 10 years old now. Do it until you're my age and even way after that. Keep doing it because it's very important.
Matthew Jago School 28 has a heart.
Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today at Port Reading School 9 with Principal Fitzgerald, Guidance Counselor Brianna Carbone, and a lot of the students who donated food to our annual Have a Heart food drive. Also Peter Barcelona from town who runs this program. And I just want to come here. I like going around and telling the kids thank you because you did a very, very good thing helping with this food drive. So, who wants to tell me why it's important to collect food? Okay, you start.
For the poor that has no food.
Okay, how about you? You want to say something too?
For the people in need.
People in need, very good. How about you? What are you going to say? Who raised their hand? You did, okay. Why do you think it's important?
Because people need food.
All right. Now, who's going to tell me, someone who didn't speak yet, how did you guys go about collecting the food? Did you do flyers? Did you do a whole big Facebook campaign? Mackenzie.
We did flyers.
Okay, and would you send one to each kid home, bring home to the parents?
Yes.
And what did the flyer say?
They said if you want, you can bring in food to help people in need.
Oh, it didn't say bring in food or else? No. Bring in food or else you're in big trouble? No. It didn't say that?
I also emailed all the parents as well.
Okay, very good. And this is a whole lot of food you collected behind here.
Yeah.
So you know, probably by next Monday, some kids are going to have this food and they'll be eating it. That's how quick it comes in. Ms. Fitzgerald, would you like to say a few words on behalf of your students?
Sure. This is only a small portion of students that donated. We thank all the families that were able to donate. Community service and outreach is very important for our school, and it's very important for the students to know that there is a reason behind helping others. And it does make us feel good to help others. So we love participating in this. As soon as I got the email, I think I responded within like 3 seconds. So I want to thank Mr. Barcelona and Mayor McCormick also for organizing things like this for the town.
And Ms. Carbone, you're the guidance counselor. You helped coordinate this?
Yep. Thank you to the families who helped donate it, and thank you for organizing this. The kids did a great job bringing the food in, and it's really wonderful getting everyone involved to help the community.
Great. All right. Anybody else want to add anything else? No? Well, we're going to take a picture now. Mackenzie, you know I'm going to talk to you. Come on over. Now, Mackenzie, All you that want to be mayor someday, you're not. Because Mackenzie has my full and total support to be mayor of Woodbridge. You know why? Because she's the perfect age. Because when I'm done, she'll be out of college and she'll be ready to take over. I don't want anybody who's ready to take over next year. I don't want anybody who's ready to take over in 3 years or 4 years. You're still going to be in middle school and high school. So I want someone you're 11 now?
No, 9.
9. That's even better. That's even better. So by the time you're 23, I'll be about ready to give up the mayorship. And you're going to take it over for me. So maybe senior year in college, you come and shadow me and follow me around, and I'll teach you a few things. How's that? So that would be what? What's this year? 22 to somewhere in 2040. Is that a deal?
Yeah.
All right. Now, why do you want to be the mayor?
So I can help my community.
All right. And we talked about this. You and I started talking about this like years ago, right?
Yeah.
Because you kind of act like the mayor. You go around and like you're talkative and you're personable and you're articulate and you get people, you're like a leader, right? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And you got Grandpa here is working here, right?
Yeah.
And this is Grandpa's brother, so that's like your Uncle Grandpa. Is that Uncle Grandpa? All right. And he's cool, isn't he? Your grandpa's a really cool guy. And he just won election to the fire board a week ago Saturday. That was big time, right? Remember we saw you at Miller Ale House celebrating? You were getting a little bit out of control. You were celebrating a little too much for Grandpa. What else do you want to say about this drive? Come on, you're going to be elected in 15 years. You got to work on your stump speech. Why is it important?
To help people so then they don't starve.
So what if you didn't have breakfast this morning or you didn't have lunch this afternoon? What would you feel like right now? Would you be able to go to school and sit and listen and concentrate?
No, because my stomach would be hungry.
Right. And you'd be worrying about what you're going to get for food when you go home. If you get anything when you go home. Right? That's how important it is. As kids like you, it's scary to say, but there's a lot of kids like you in town. And a lot of families in town, especially during the pandemic. That's a good cover for Uncle Grandpa Pete here to say a few words. Go ahead, Unc.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Ms. Fitzgerald. Yes, boys and girls, it's very important because there are families in town that unfortunately go hungry every day, and that's why We Feed is there. Currently, we serve the needs of over 1,400 families a month, several thousand people per month, to make sure that they have basic needs. The food drive has been very successful, along with your food drive, where probably over 15,000 pounds of food, as well as $40,000 worth of donations from our local businesses and civic organizations, which will help to provide gift cards and help us to purchase perishable foods, cheese, meats, dairy, that someone would, obviously we give them cereal, but they need milk for their cereal and so forth. So we want to make sure that they have those needs so that no child or no family goes hungry in Woodbridge. And the mayor is our biggest supporter, and his administration, as well as Dr. Massimino, along with all our schools. So on behalf of all those that we serve at We Feed, we thank you.
So who wants to answer a question? Why do we only collect perishable food? Why?
Because the other stuff goes bad.
Right. Perfect answer. If you all brought in milk, right, or cheese, right, and we just put it on the table here, by the time the night's over, we couldn't use it, right?
Yeah.
So that's why
Moldy.
we'd be moldy. It would taste lousy. So that's why people give money and gift cards, so then the people who need the food now can go out and get exactly what they need. Plus, some people have special diets. They can't eat some of this food. I don't see any cereal. Where's the Fruit Loops?
I know. There's a whole box of cereal over there.
Oh, there's Trix.
We just didn't take them all out because they're individual.
Oh, all right,
There's
all
a lot.
right.
And Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, that's good. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, right? That's what I'm talking about. Right? All right.
He loves Fruit Loops.
I love Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes too, man. All right, well, thank you, boys and girls. We did a great thing here for your people you don't even know. You help people you don't even know. You're never going to meet them. You're never going to know who they are, but you help them. So thank you, Ms. Fitzgerald. Thank you, Ms. Carbone.
Fort Reading School 9 has a heart.
Welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we are on our Have a Heart tour of Woodbridge schools last week and this week, and we are now at Ross Street School 11, the newest school in the town, and we are with a whole bunch of students. Are you guys, what's the connection with all you guys?
Student council.
Your student council, right? Okay, so you guys do you have offices or just all on student council? Just all on student council?
Yeah.
How'd you guys did you get elected by your peers or did you get appointed?
From our teachers.
Your teachers appointed you? They figured out?
Yeah, they did.
Isn't that cool that your teachers wanted you to be on student council?
Yeah.
Doesn't it say a lot about what kind of people you are and what kind of kids you are and what kind of character you have?
Yeah.
And the fact that you help people, did that matter when they picked who was on the student council? Probably they think.
I think so.
You think so, right?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you start with you, give me your name, and then just pass the microphone down to the next person and we'll keep going.
Okay. I'm Bella. Cherish. Angelina. Hannah Laura.
And I'm Michael.
John.
Natalie. Evan.
Montserrat. David.
We all know him. That's Peter.
Peter.
All right, so who wants to raise their hand and tell me why are we here today? Go ahead.
The food drive.
Okay, why? What's the food drive mean?
You donate food to schools and they give it to communities that don't have food.
Okay, very good, very good. Who else? Go ahead.
Students give food so then people in need,
Very good.
they can get something to eat.
Very good. What do you think it would be like if you came to school this morning and didn't have breakfast? What do you think that would be like?
You wouldn't be able to eat anything.
Right, you wouldn't be. Could you concentrate if you're hungry?
No,
You wouldn't be able to go your studies. You wouldn't be able to listen to what the teacher's saying, right? So it's very important that you do this. So who wants to tell me how you collected the food? How did this work? Give me somebody who didn't speak yet. How did you collect the food?
So some of the students from our school brought in some food for the food drive.
How did they know there was a food drive?
Cause
What'd you do? Did you send them home with a flyer?
yeah.
Okay. And then did they all bring it right here? They bring it to the classroom? What'd they do?
They brought it to the classroom, and then the teachers brought it down to Miss Atchison's office, and then a few people brought it down here.
Okay, very good. You look like you wanted to say something.
We use this food drive because we want to help people in need, and people are they're very hungry, and there was a flyer passed out, and we had to get food for the food drive.
Okay. And did you like talk to kids and talk it up and say, hey, don't forget bring in food tomorrow?
Yeah.
No?
No, yeah.
You did a little bit of, okay. Tell me about, there's a raffle?
Yeah.
Oh, how come nobody told me about the raffle? Go ahead.
If you brought in food, you get a Spartan ticket for the raffle, and it was only for people that brought in food.
And what's the raffle giving off?
So I won, and I got a lunch with Miss Atchison.
Got a what?
A lunch with Miss Atchison.
A lunch with Miss Atchison. Whoa. Did she pay?
I haven't gone to it yet.
You haven't gotten to it yet? Well, if you could go, did she do it in school? So she's going to bring in the food, whatever you want?
Well, we brought in our own. I brought in my own lunch.
Oh, you just got to have lunch with her?
Yeah.
Okay, she didn't take you out to lunch? No. Oh. Well, Miss Atchison, I've been coming to Ross Street School for a long time, and I go to all the schools a lot, and frequently there's always different people at all the different schools. But I'll tell you, Miss Atchison has been here a long time, and she's always here whenever there's a drive or something to help people. Miss Atchison is always here in Ross Street School. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so how about if we ask Madam Principal if you'd like to say a few words? Ms. Giordano?
I think what Mayor McCormick just said is absolutely true. We're very lucky here to have Ms. Atchison, who teaches the students the importance of becoming involved in the community and helping whenever we can, right? So frequently at lunchtime, I just hear a lot of noise coming from the corner up there, and it's typically a bunch of student council students or Be the Change students doing something really good for our community. So we are really lucky here, Mayor McCormick.
Terrific. Thank you. Ms. Atchison, would you like to say a few words?
Hello. I think that the most important thing for us when it comes to the food drives is that we have a lot of families here in our school who utilize the food drive. Anytime I call the food drive, anytime I call Mr. Barcelona, within minutes, somebody is meeting me over there to provide assistance to our families here if they're in need. So this is really close, near, and dear to our hearts, and anytime we can give back for as much as they've given to us, we're in.
Awesome. Now I know why you guys are so good with people like Miss Atchison and people like Principal Giordano. Now, what's important? You're in 4th grade and 5th grade now, right? What do you think's important when you get to middle school? What do you want to do there? What?
How about the community?
Right. What about when you get to high school?
You want to learn about how to give food to the people in need.
Okay, and when you get to college, what are you going to do?
You're going to help people in need.
Right. When you get married and have kids, what are you going to do?
Help people.
Right. So what's the moral of the story is don't ever stop helping people. Right? You've got a great example today. You're in 4th and 5th grade. You learned a lot. You probably did it last year too, right? You understand, especially if you have kids in your own school that need the food. It's got to make you feel even better, that fact that you helped. Because a lot of times you can help people and you'll never know who they are. You know, you'll never see them. You never realize who got the benefit of it. Maybe sometimes now even if you don't know who they are, and you probably shouldn't, but the fact that you know they're your classmates and they're your friends and they're playing with you outside and they're in your classroom and you're helping them, that's really terrific. So now let me introduce you to Peter Barcelona. He is the guy who, now that all this food is here, guys are going to pick it up, throw it in the truck, bring it to Peter's office, and he's going to put it in the gym. He's going to get it all divided up and give it out to the food pantries, and then the food pantries will have it delivered to people's houses, or people come pick up the food. So he's a very important person in this whole process. Let me ask Peter to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Madam Principal, Ms. Atchison. It's always a pleasure to work with Amanda. When she calls, you know, we're always available 24/7 to help where most needed at that point. She's the person on the ground that we feed back and forth our information. But boys and girls, thank you very much, because as the mayor said, you're helping feed the community, and it takes the community to feed a community. So, you know, on behalf of all those that we have the privilege of serving and taking care of you, taking care of your neighbors. So thank you very much.
And now one last question. Now, a lot of times we collect food, but we also collect cash and gift cards. Why do you think we collect cash and gift cards?
Because some people might not just need food, they might need something else.
What else would they, what's not here behind me? What's not here? What kind of food is not here?
Frozen.
Frozen, very good. What else? What else? What other kind of food? There's 2 kinds of food that are not here. One is frozen. One begins with a D. Dairy. Very good. So we collect the food, the money and the gift cards, because what happens if somebody brought a jug of milk and put it here? What would happen?
It would go bad.
Would go bad. What if they brought cheese? What if they brought cheese?
It would go bad.
It would go bad. So that's why we collect cash and cards, so that we can go out and buy bread and cheese and milk and things like that. So this is a whole big effort. And that's what Peter runs, and that's why it's so important.
Broad Street School 11 has a heart.